Bernie, you touch on a lot of important issues. What is the most important issue? And it is impossible for me to do that because all of these issues are of enormous consequence. But let me touch on an issue that is unique because it impacts every other issue. And that is that as a result of this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision, by a 5-4 vote, what the Supreme Court said to the wealthiest people in this country, what they said is, guys, you already own much of the economy. Now we're going to give you an opportunity to buy the United States government. That's what the Supreme Court said. And that is exactly what is going on today. Most campaigns, the super PACs, funded by millionaires and billionaires, have more money and more power in them than the candidates' own campaign. You are looking at a situation where one family, the Koch brothers, the second wealthiest family in America, an extreme right-wing family that wants to... you are familiar with the Koch brothers. Now, this is a family that doesn't want to cut Social Security. They don't want to cut Medicare. They want to end Social Security. They want to end Medicare and Medicaid. They want to end the Environmental Protection Agency. This one family will be spending some $900 million on this campaign. In other words, you guys all have one vote. They have one vote plus $900 million to purchase the candidates of their choice. Now, I know that a lot of candidates go out and they say, oh, yeah, we're receiving tens, hundreds of millions of dollars from billionaires, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not influenced by that. They're just giving the money because they're a hell of a nice guy, you know. They just love the process. Don't believe that for a moment. Every dollar being put into a super PAC, every dollar being put into independent expenditures is buying access, is pushing the corporate agenda, which will make the rich richer and everybody else poorer. So let me repeat a promise that I have already made in this campaign, and that is no nominee of mine to the U.S. Supreme Court will get that nomination unless he or she is loud and clear in saying that one of the first orders of their business will be to overturn Citizens United. I am a fervent believer in democracy. And democracy, you know, all of you know that in terms of world history, democracy is a pretty radical idea. And what it says is that after thousands of years of lords and dukes and kings and queens, you know, making all the decisions, who pays taxes, when they go to war, finally, hundreds of years ago, a couple of hundred years ago, United States, France, great revolutions. And they said it should be the people, not just the powerful, but ordinary people who determine the future of their own countries. I want this nation to have the most vibrant democracy in the world. I want us to have the highest voter turnout, not one of the lowest voter turnouts. I want us to establish policies not like the Republicans are doing to make it harder for people to vote. I want to make it easier for people to participate. And I'll tell you what else I want. I want anybody in this room or any place in America who feels strongly about public service, political issues. I want you to be able to run for office without having to beg wealthy people for campaign contributions. That is why I strongly believe in public funding of elections.